What do you think about the Don Richard lawsuit? Because the lawsuit says he was assaulting her from like early on, and she's worked with him as recent as last year on his Love album.
She just collected a check last minute and just deciding to. She's grimy. You could tell.
So you don't think that any of that stuff happened in her lawsuit?
I mean, I'm sure she was definitely a part of all that. Like, but I just, she doesn't, to me, if you vibrationally feel her and Cassie feels more like a victim than Dawn. Dawn seems more like she was down with the shit. Like, like Carisha.
So you think
but
that,
not ratchet out there like Carisha, but you know what I mean?
You think that this is an opportunist kind of move for her then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know a lot of people are questioning like the legitimacy of the lawsuit, or even saying like, because it's like, you just worked with him even just recently. Like, why would you keep working with him? It wasn't like you were under contract or anything, like.
She should have just kept her mouth shut right now. You know what I mean? But she's making herself, either way, it's a lose-lose for her either way.
So you don't think that she's going to win that lawsuit with him?
She could possibly win it. Yeah. The court systems are corrupt. Our entire judicial system is a complete farce.
Yeah, because I know people are wondering, like, they weren't like in a romantic relationship, but it's like if it's true, then like, why keep coming back to him? It's different than like you're with somebody and you keep on coming back to your abuser in that kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But in the lawsuit, she talks about the Diddy Dirty Money group that she was in with Kalina Harper, right? The other girl in the group. And she was saying that they both were present for a lot of situations where, Diddy was beating on Cassie, or, the times that I think she even got touched by Diddy. And she was saying that Kalina was there. And then did you see Kalina come out and deny all that? She was saying like, I understand Dawn has her own experience, but I was not present for any of these things. And then we find out that Diddy actually called her like 50 something times after the lawsuit had came out. So that's why the courts are kind of like saying that this is possible, like witness tampering. That like so he called so many times, because you don't call somebody 50 something times, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of crazy. Like if you call like even like a couple times, that's like a lot.
Yeah. Especially after the whole events.
Right. and then like you have like other people at like other podcasts saying like, it's okay that he called her that many times. I'm like, bro, like you trying to like defend him, really? You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like you should never call somebody 50 times.
Are these Illuminati CIA podcasts?
I don't know. I mean, some people could kind of,
just a question.
But yeah, that's just crazy, man. So the situation with Dawn, I know like Aubrey O'Day, right? She was in Danity Kane.
Aubrey's been speaking for years.
Right. And I even remember back in the day when Making the Band was going on and she got kicked out of the group, there was rumors that she denied Diddy's advances, and that's why he was upset with her.
Yep.
So it's kind of crazy. But even speaking about Making the Band, like I remember watching Making the Band 2, and like he's having like one of his assistants like interview the contestants, and they're interviewing this girl, and he's like on an earpiece, like telling them what questions to ask. And he's all like, ask her if she has a boyfriend. And the girl says, "Oh, I do have a boyfriend." And he turns and looks at the camera all disappointed. And it's like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So you think that the situation with Dawn could possibly go somewhere, but you think she's more of an opportunist than anything?
Yeah. Like, vibrationally, Cassie, like I said, I want to reiterate, Cassie feels more like a victim. Dawn seems more like, she was along for the ride. And you know what? I could be wrong. I would like to leave with saying this. I want to leave a margin of error, So I could be wrong on this.
But somebody like her, right? It seems like she was practicing what a lot of people practice in the music industry, of like turning the other cheek when they see something they may not fully agree with, because this person in this position of power could help me with my career. And if they seem kind to me, maybe they're not so bad after all, right? Like,
Yeah.
but for you, like you could never see things like that and do that.
No. Oh no. 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 But the one little thing happened to me. That was it. I was out. If I had seen in my presence and seeing someone abused, oh no, no, no. I will kick and buck for another human being, especially a good human being. You know what I mean? When I see injustice.
Why do you think that people are so willing? Are they that desperate to try to make it in a field that is as competitive as the music industry? Or do you think that a lot of these people are already morally corrupt?
No, listen, we all have light and dark in us. And at every moment, we have a choice. Even now, I have a choice to choose this path or that path, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all one anyway, but it's all embedded within me. So I don't think we're all innately evil and we are all innately good.
So do you think that like some of these people, it's like a slow process of like, you know, like, oh, let me just like look away a little bit. And then eventually you look away more and then you do more. And then eventually it's like you can't even recognize.
And that's why the grooming process happens, because the grooming, it's just gradual, you know, coercion and things.
Right.
And then and it just builds up.